Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ben with Irritable Gardens. I have a nice one for you today. Today's video is about how to fertilize your vegetables, whether it is in winter, spring, or summer. It is the same application, the same method to fertilize your vegetables. You can see my vegetables at the background. So, let me take you guys and show you how I fertilize my vegetables, both leafy vegetables and fruity vegetables. This is what I use in fertilizing my vegetable. I use a fish fertilizer. It's an organic fertilizer. It's a 5-1-1. 5 for nitrogen, 1 for phosphorus, and 1 for potassium. But what vegetable that don't produce fruit need is more nitrogen? So I use fish fertilizer, and also I use another soluble fertilizer. This is a Lowe's brand, Star Green. Look at the NPK is 24:8:16. 24 for nitrogen, 8 for phosphorus, 16 for potassium. And the reason why I use this because potassium, which is 16, helps the root and the total health of the plant, while 24 is for nitrogen to help it to produce more leaves, because vegetables that don't produce fruit, the reason why you are planting them is to get leaves from them. And here is another one. This one is Walmart brand, the same 24:8:16, just like the Lowe's brand 24:8:16, and the Walmart brand is called Expert Gardener. It is 28 for nitrogen, 8 for phosphorus, 16 for potassium. So sometimes I use this, sometimes I use this, and sometimes I use only this, but sometimes I combine the two together. I'm going to show you how I combine the two together. Now, this tablespoon is 1 fish fertilizer per 1 gallon. This is my watering can. So 1 tablespoon of either fish fertilizer or the plant food is 1 tablespoon to 1 gallon of water. And this container is 2 gallons. So I'll put 2 of the fish fertilizer and also 2 of the plant food. Sometimes I combine both together, sometimes I give them separately. Like this week it might be this, next week it might be just the fish fertilizer, and then the next week I combine both. So today I'm going to combine the two, and I will show you how I apply it. Now, this fish fertilizer, you need to shake it. You need to shake it because some of the nutrients might be at the bottom. So you shake it. Look at that. It stinks. So let me show you what I do. Okay. I want you to see what I do. So this is one, you see, 1 tablespoon. I'm going to pour another one. Another tablespoon. Okay, now this. Okay. One tablespoon to 1 gallon. So I'm going to apply a 2nd tablespoon to that. So let me cover this, because if you don't cover it, you'll be surprised how this will attract flies and insects. Okay, let's go to where I keep. Now I have this container here that gathers rainwater for me. From the roof of my garden shade, I gather water. Now this is the container I use. 7 of this container will give me 2 gallons of water. So this is what I do. I place this way. You see? I pour it in there, and then this is what I do. I shake it very well because it's soluble. It dissolves quickly. You see? It dissolves quickly. So this will be the 2nd cup. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is 2 gallons. 2 gallons of water. So now I'm going to give my lettuce. That's how you apply it. Give it to them. Some of them, I planted them late because squirrels dug out some of my lettuce. So I had to plant some of them late. I had to replace the ones that the squirrel messed up. Alright, this is my Heisberg lettuce. Now I can't see the bottom of this, but just pour it from the middle into the ground. Okay. This one here is my romaine lettuce. See, that's my romaine. This is romaine lettuce. Romaine lettuce. All right. Okay. Look at this Butter Crunch lettuce. It is doing well. Okay, now I've fertilized my lettuce. Now let me show you my cabbage. Here is my cabbage. It's still producing leaves. It has not produced cabbage yet, so I'm still going to apply the same type of NPK to my cabbage until they start producing cabbage. But right now they're not producing cabbage. But if you look at my broccoli is producing fruits now, so I cannot apply the same NPK that I've applied to my lettuce, to my cabbage, to my broccoli, because of the fruit that they are producing now. I can't give them the same number of NPK. I will have to give them a soluble fertilizer that has more of potassium, the P after the N. It will have a higher number than the N, that is nitrogen, because potassium will help them to produce fruit and produce more. If you look at, you can see some tiny broccoli that is growing from other nodes. You see, so now I cannot give them the same NPK that I'm giving this cabbage right now. I can't give them the same. So I'm going to show you the NPK that I'm going to use for my broccoli. My Brussels sprouts, I will still be giving them the same NPK that I'm giving my lettuce, because for now my Brussels sprouts are not producing fruits. But the moment they start producing fruits, I will stop giving them the same NPK. I will start giving them the same NPK soluble fertilizer that I'm giving to broccoli is the same I will be giving to Brussels sprout. And then when my cabbage start producing fruit, start producing cabbage, then I will switch to the same NPK with my broccoli. But I am excited to see all these tiny broccoli that are producing, because I will have 2 or more harvests of my broccoli. I may have 2 or more harvests. But right now, and you can see how so right now I'm going to show you the NPK that I use in fertilizing my broccoli. Now this is what I use for my broccoli plant that is producing broccoli. Now let me show you the NPK. Now you can see the NPK is 15, 30, 15. 15 for nitrogen, 30 for phosphorus, and 15 for potassium. I would have loved to have something like 15 for nitrogen, 30 for phosphorus, and then somewhere around 30 or 35 for potassium. But I couldn't find anything like that, so I have to make do with what I have, most especially the phosphorus, which is 30, because that is what my broccoli plant needs now. Now that it's producing broccoli, it needs phosphorus booster, and this will help the broccoli plant to produce more broccoli and healthy broccoli. So this is what I use to fertilize or to feed the broccoli. And then by the time my Brussels sprouts and my cabbage plant start producing cabbage and Brussels sprouts, then I will start giving them this. You see, this helps plants to produce flowers. It says bloom buster. So it will help my broccoli, my Brussels sprouts, and my cabbage plants to produce what they need to produce. So your NPK matters, but for my lettuce, I will not give them these because they don't need much phosphorus. What they need is nitrogen. But I still give my broccoli fish fertilizer, even though it has more nitrogen, but it has other nutrients in it that will help my broccoli. So, and that's why I give them together. Sometimes I only give my broccoli just the flower food, and sometimes I give it only fish fertilizer, and sometimes I give both of them together. So with this, I'm expecting a good harvest from my broccoli, my cabbage, and my Brussels sprouts. So I'm looking forward to harvest time. Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to harvest time. I hope this video has helped you, has encouraged you, and you've been able to see how I fertilize my vegetables. Because your NPK matters if you want to get a good result from your garden. How to fertilize and the number of your NPK. So I want to thank you for watching this video. If you've not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, click on the notification bell, and click on all, so that every video I post you will be notified. I appreciate you for spending your time watching my video. My subscribers, thank you. for your encouragement, for your comments. I appreciate you all. And I will see you guys again. Bye.